Pass it, pass it, pass it. Tell us when we're ready, bro. Oh, you cheating. You cheating, K Nyce. K Nyce cheating. You looking at the...
I was trying to see what type of question we were going to go with. No, I got contacts. I can see.
Welcome to Relationship Hour. We're at Sylk's at 21300 Libby Rd. And we are about to kick off some good grown folks conversation. We do this every Tuesday. You can come in and enjoy some of these I Got 5 on It specials, drink and food specials. And today we are going to be talking with, of course, all of you. We are looking for all of your comments and questions. And on our panel, the beautiful, wonderful makeup artist, entrepreneur extraordinaire, Miss Alicia Sparks-Goulat. How are you?
I'm great, girl. How are you? Well, a little bit about me. I am a serial entrepreneur. My husband is in the audience, as you can hear, DJ Ryan Wolf. Who is that DJing like that? So, yes, I am a serial entrepreneur. I run quite a few different businesses that scale across beauty, health, all things that are positive and great and performance. And I am also with my husband raising our 4 kids, and we are about 5 years into our marriage. So, that's a little bit of background on me.
Let's celebrate love, y'all. Celebrate love on that.
Celebrate. And you're super flexible, too. I need you to teach me that, a little something. And also, my brother over here, DJ K Nyce. What's happening, K Nyce? What you got going on these days?
Post radio life. Post radio life. Living a peaceful life. I'm currently engaged. I own a printing shop. Yeah.
Do it for love, baby.
I am not a hoe no more. I am delivered.
Delivered. We're based though.
Yeah, living a peaceful life, lending my opinion in situations when I feel it's necessary. But I'm running a print and apparel shop in Cleveland Heights right now. My children are grown. That's new for me. One of them is back home. She got a boyfriend. She don't come home every day. No.
Have you choked him out yet?
No, I actually met him. He's a nice guy, for real.
Yeah. Somebody said it about you one day. So.
You said what? Oh, the name of my print shop is NyceCo. So if you see anybody out here rocking NYCECO, that is actually my clothing brand. My print shop, we also do printing for organizations and small brands as well. So if you see something and it looks good to you, we can do the same thing for your brand.
All right, and of course, my brother from another mother, Sam Sylk. What's happening?
What up? What up? Everybody good? Oh, it's about to go down. Look like y'all about to play some spades over there. Y'all about to play spades?
I know.
Yeah,
they got a good game going on over there.
Some cards. All right. And happy birthday. Anthony's celebrating his birthday, 33.
Happy birthday.
Celebrating his birthday. Everybody. What's zodiac sign? Scorpios.
That's the
all the
freaky
Scorpios,
deakies.
happy birthday to you. If it's not your birthday, but you're glad to be alive, God bless you. What's up? Y'all ready to dive into these questions? For you, your first time, so we're going to read them. I haven't got a chance to read them. I think K Nyce glimpsed over some. We will, I will go to the panel first. If you want to say something, and trust me, you will, because you have one more cocktail, you're going to want to say something.
Go on.
There's a microphone right there. You can say something in the microphone right here. Sounds good? All right. All right. Let me see what I got here first. I should have read it before I came on, but if you meet, they say met, if you meet someone new and you had multiple children, but your new someone liked all your kids with the exception of one.
Ooh.
You saw this one, huh?
That's the one he read.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The exception of one of your kids, would you break it off? Let me go back. If you meet someone new and you had multiple children, but your new someone liked all your kids but that one, exception of one, would you break it off?
What you mean, like your kid? Like, I don't know. If you're with someone, why would they be in a position to like or not your child?
Well, they said
it's a child.
they met him.
Okay.
So let me explain it to you.
All right. Break it down.
All right? Mm-hmm. Some kids you don't like.
Oh.
Let's just be real. You meet somebody, you like her, and that one kid is an asshole. He's or she's challenging. I know, but it's a child.
It's a child.
But they challenging.
They might be.
They challenge your ass. They disrespect you.
I think that if you're not down for the challenge, then you should move on. Just move on. I mean, I'm going to always be for the kids. So if they're challenging or whatever, I'm not about to.
I'm about to mess it up for you.
Go ahead.
Now, y'all just tell us when y'all want the mic. You get the mic.
Listen.
Alicia, come on. You get the mic. K Nyce, y'all get the mic. Now, what happens if he or she says they want you to do the kids, their kid, like you do yours? Snatch their ass up. That's what I mean. You might snatch your kids up. Now, I'm flipping it because sometimes you hear that on the other side.
Right.
But I've heard some women say, you ain't snatch him up like you snatched yours up.
Okay.
I've heard that. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm telling them I've heard that before.
All right. So, Sam, I'm going to go ahead and step in and speak. So, I feel that, number one, if you really see yourself going somewhere with that person and you really love that person, no matter what, if you love that person unconditionally, you have to love their children unconditionally. And if that is the case, and that person and those children are going to be in your life, then you have to make it make sense. You have to exhaust every avenue with that child to be like, look, you might not like me, and guess what? Quite frankly, I might not really like you. But we have a common person that we both love, and we got to make this work for that person. And with that child is going to grow up to be an adult. And whoever that person is in your life is going to be the influence over that child. So it is important that you make sure that if you're going to stick around with that child, that you and that child have that understanding that, hey, we got to make this work. Or otherwise, move along to the next person. That's how I feel.
I see you.
I'm gonna approach it from the standpoint of the man that's dating that woman with the kid that I don't particularly care for, because that has happened to me before. Now, a big part of that is going to be his relationship with his father, because if she wants me, well, clearly if I'm coming into a situation and I'm meeting a woman's children, I'm coming with the utmost respect. I'm not coming into the situation trying to be a disciplinarian or anything like that. So if it comes up or comes across that this kid doesn't like me and I don't like the kid, 9 times out of 10 there's a disciplinary issue there that the mama has not handled, that she's expecting me to handle. If she is expecting me to handle this, I don't want any type of backlash from the child's father or any type of backlash if me and the mama don't work out. Now, I have experience with this in that I was in a situation like that where initially I met the little boy and it was like, yo, I don't like this little nigga.
Y'all might trip on that, but it's real.
No, it's real. So,
This is real.
you know, his mother, I would never hit a child that is not mine. I don't even really believe in hitting my own children. I feel like if you hitting a child past, spanking them past 4 or 5 years old, your disappointment should be enough past 4 or 5 years old. Your words should be enough past 4 or 5 years old. So it was a situation where I actually talked to him like I would talk to one of my children, and I told him he was acting like a dummy. And I know he's not a dummy. He went back to his father and told his father that I called him a dummy. That could lead to different things. So if I were in that situation in my later 30s, in my early 40s, hell no. That little nigga got to kick rocks. Because him and his mama is a package deal, and I can't have no man because 16 is coming fast. That's when he looking you in your eyes, and he got just as much go as you got as a 40-year-old man. Nope, because I know what I would do to
that.
mine.
I get it.
Yeah.
You know what? And that takes maturity to be able to decide not to do that. Like that's why I said I posed a question that where you have some women like, well, you spank your child, you're not gonna spank mine, you're not gonna talk to them, because some women they want that from the child's father, from the daddy, and they don't get it. And then they be like, oh wow, this is how you, and they see how your child responds, and he or she is doing A, B, C, D, but you don't know, the man doesn't know. This is the maturity of a man. If I'm gonna be with you that long, because I actually don't like your child, and while it's a child that you may judge, it's just real. Because some of you got biological kids, you don't like their asses.
Well, the flip side of that is then you grow to like the child, and then you grow not to like the mama.
There you go. And now she mad at you.
Ah, man.
Because you have the relationship.
Well, now not only that, it's for me, and this is coming from a guy that had kids. Like, I wouldn't normally date women with children, like, because if it does not work out, this child. So going back to the situation that I was speaking on, I mean, they lived with me at a certain point. You remember that? He got a regulation basketball hoop in a bag. He got bikes, he got skate, he got all this stuff he ain't never had. And then his mama get disrespectful. So I got to do away with her, but that means I got to do away with him too. Now he grows up hating me because you think his mama told him she was the one that fucked it up? Nah, she just told him I left. And that's not the reality of the situation. So if I were to answer that question honestly, I would avoid it at all costs.
I know that's right.
Really? All right. Y'all enjoying yourselves so far? Make some noise. Say hell yeah. All right. Next question. Is it wrong to split the household expenses? Is it wrong to split the household expenses?
What you gonna say, Kenya?
Why would it be wrong? Why would it be wrong? I don't understand. It depends
because
on
of
the
the
level
old school
of money.
shit me and Reno was talking about 3 weeks ago.
Oh.
I really think it depends upon the household. It depends upon the situation. It depends upon the household. It depends upon the income, who's doing what time.
Remember, the mic is ready whenever y'all.
Yeah.
I got one on this. You know I'm opinionated as fuck, Sam. Look, so I wish this conversation would stop shackling the black community. Because when most real men say they want you to kick in on the bills, they are not asking you to pay for the rent. We want the extras. So I'm going to tell you what works in my house, right? And I do pretty good for myself. And so does my fiance. But everybody has to kick in. Because when everybody's not kicking in, somebody is bound to become resentful in a situation. Most men are looking, I can't speak for most men are going to take care of the big bills. Going to pay that house note, because shit, I need somewhere to live too. You're going to pay, you know what I'm saying, you're going to pay the family car note, so that might be the big body. That might be the truck. He paying for that. She might have wanted her own get around. All right, mama, or she might have had a get around before she came to the relationship. You pay for what you came in with. You know what I'm saying? And then what I'll say to that is, most men, so we're taking care of the big bills. What we really want for you is, I don't want to have to worry about the electric bill. I don't want to have to worry about the cable bill. I don't want to have to worry about the internet bill. Those are those smaller things that you could show you are just as much in this as the next person. I don't think most real men are coming to a woman being like, yo, rent is $1,200. I need my $6 from you by the 5th. I don't think that's
I wanna
You are,
add
though.
to that.
It might be.
He is.
It might be rent is $1,200.
You hear the mic next.
Baby, I got $950. I need $250 from you.
I want to add to
Yeah.
I'm kind of with K Nyce. The way that we do our household is for me. I want to be if I can pay for everything, I'm gonna try to do that. That's what I want to do. I'm happy to know that my wife is a go-getter, and if I need something, I know she gonna get it done. And that alone is my goal. Is I don't want her to have to pay for anything in a perfect world, but for me to know that if I need something, my partner, she gonna get it, and we gonna be good.
I know that's right.
We got past the mic. This ninja about to, what's up? We don't have all the mics tonight, but yes, sir. Come on. He stood up. Stand up.
Come on, man.
Say what you mean what you say.
What you got?
Come on, goddammit.
Oh, with the chest, for sure. Seriously. If we in a relationship, evidently you stayed somewhere before we got together.
Bring the mic closer.
You stayed somewhere before we got together, right? We gonna get to
Come on, Bishop Eddie Long, fourth cousin.
Oh, boy. Security.
But, it happens. But, yeah. You stayed somewhere before we got together. I stayed somewhere. So, us coming together, we have to understand that you have to assume that same responsibility as you did when you was on your own. And look at it like this. If you have to pay half of what makes us be together, then that's what it is. You still saving half of your money. Right? Realistically, you still saving half of your money, whereas you could have been paying the whole part. Right?
Now this week I'm gonna try to help you out.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it. I know they don't
listen. No.
Most women don't want to hear this.
Let me listen.
This is the real part of it.
I'm helping you out. Yes, sir.
Your car note is your car note.
Oh.
Just as my car note is my car note.
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
If we have insurance, I mean, we could put the insurance together. Whatever we could do to make it a smaller note, we could do that. Okay. But understand this. You are part in on it. We're splitting everything. Now, I don't care about me making more to you, you making more to me, because in most cases, if you're making more to me and I'm making less or whatever, you expect me to come to the table with half. And this is a thing that's always been going on between women and men. You expect so much of a man, but you're not willing to expect the same thing of yourself. So you have to, if you want to walk in those shoes like you this, you a boss, you this, you that, step up to it and be that. Because at the end of the day, it's all about assuming a position of us growing together. We can't grow together if my pockets is empty and yours is full.
Okay, so respectfully,
it's about to get it.
I totally understand where you're coming from. I do. But I will say this. I'm coming from a very old school raising, right? Now, as a traditional woman and being raised in a traditional household, the man is supposed to be the provider. That's what, I don't know who said that, but that's how I was raised. Okay? That's coming from Ninjalations 5:5.
Say it again.
Old Testament. Okay? The man is the provider because as the woman, me being a woman, a mother of 4, and still being a boss, and still being able to carry my own load by myself if I wanted to, I still look to my man because my man, as my husband, is the ruler of my household. And I respect him as such. So whatever has to be done, whatever holes have to be filled, I'm going to fill them. But baby, I'm the one at the home with the kids every day. I'm the one that's making sure the foods are prepared. I'm the one that's making sure that you are in a good state of mind when you leave and when you come back. So baby, that is what you are paying for. You are paying for that.
All right, hold on.
Yes.
Okay, so she's speaking from a marriage point of view, but I'm speaking from a single point of view. As your lady, I would want you to help me. What if I miss a couple of days of work and my check is not a full check, but I need you to back up the backup plan? Are you able to back up the backup plan? Okay, so that's what we saying also, some of us over here. You saying half and half, but my check may be short. I need to mop up some of that.
Hold on. Hit that mic. Hold on. You gotta hit that mic. You gotta hit the mic, babe.
The only thing, hold on. The only rebuttal, because I do agree with Alicia, right? I come from that traditional household. I come from where my father worked and my mother, she had a part-time house cleaning business, right? She would go to Jewish people's houses and she would clean their houses, you know what I'm saying? And those would be Don't get me started on that. Hey, please don't. Hey, but no, she would go to Jewish people. Those would be the extras, right? That's my extra pair of new shoes. You know what I'm saying? That's our vacation money. That's those extras.
Yes.
But I'll say this, in coming from a traditional household, my mama was a traditional woman. You cannot expect traditional outcomes if you are not a traditional woman. Some of y'all want to be able to kick back and have a man, and I hate to say some of y'all, but some of y'all want to be able to kick back and have a man take care of all of the bills, but when he say this is that, you saying that is this. And that does not work. If you want traditional outcomes, you have to be a traditional woman.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Tyson, talk to him.
Yeah, so just basically piggyback off of what you just said, right? It's not a traditional household. You can't expect traditional outcomes. So let's look at it this way: when you file your taxes, are you filing them jointly or separately? It's like this: y'all file your taxes together. So on paper, say together y'all make $200,000. Okay. Say the man is making $150 of that, so he's just supposed to act like that other 50 not there. You know, like it's other benefits, to go into a whole financial plan that they're gonna look different when you're a married couple. So that's why I wanted to hop on earlier, because sister over here, she said she was coming from a single aspect versus a married aspect. So the question, I think, really applies more to married couples, because once you jump in, you start filing your taxes jointly. Is it really a bad thing to look at the bills as a joint process to take care of them? Is it not? No. Together, we're bringing in this much money, so that's how much money we have to take care of them. Versus just saying, okay, actually, you take care of all of that, but I'm going to take all of the money I got coming in and go buy whatever. And that's not a woman or a man thing. That's regardless, whoever has the higher income. Typically we see a person with the higher income saying, okay, I'm taking care of everything. And that it doesn't necessarily need to be like that. That's just how I feel. You feel me?
Now, I would like to say on this
Some
topic.
good ass meat. Good ass meat. Some good meat.
What I say about this is that you have to do what works in your household. I mean, everybody doesn't come from a traditional upbringing. Everybody doesn't, look at it that way. Sometimes the woman might be the main earner. Sometimes the male might be the main earner. But the key is are you working together to do the things that will make your family move forward, put you guys in the best position, however it is that you work it out. I ain't gonna say this man ain't worked nothing out, because he's been married for over 30 years. So that's what worked for his
But wait
household.
till she hangs around new American women.
Right.
Ooh,
You better not get her
no
around.
more.
Yeah.
He talk bullshit. No more. I need 60. 60, not 50, 60.
what you got, bro?
So listen, I understand what he's saying, and I agree with that for in that aspect. If, like you said, if it works for you, but I think like if you marry, like why is it divided? Period. The money comes to the pot. The pot pays the bills. I mean, what is the separation?
I got an answer to that.
When
too.
you come when you come together as a union, I believe there's no more just me and you. We working together as us, and we need to do what works for us. And if it's just putting the money in the pot, it's putting the money in the pot. But now, if you're on a different plane and you're running a business, you're doing something different, you might decide between the two of you that it might make sense on paper to separate the funds, however you want to separate them. But realistically, I mean, the money coming to the pot.
This some good stuff tonight.
Can I
This is
add
real
one?
good. Go ahead, Nice. What you got?
I want to say so I don't know that if this will work in everybody's household, but I do agree with that, Kenya. It's about what works in your household. What tends to work in my household, since we're both. What tends to work in my household, since we're both entrepreneurs, is full disclosure. So we don't per se have a joint bank account where everything goes into, right? But it's like, yo, hey, baby, this is due in 5 days, and I only got like $900 right now. And it get like that. Like, I pardon my French, I own shit. And it gets tight. Even with owning shit, it gets tight. Cash flow, all of that. So it's like, hey, baby.
Tell them that again.
Man. I be like, yo, whoo, man. I be like, yo, I got 900. Where you sitting at? She might be like, man, I get paid tomorrow the 1st. I don't get a check on the 1st. She get a check on the 1st. It might be like, yo.
We get paid when motherfuckers say, I got it.
I got it, right. So it might be like, yo, I got 2K coming in. Bet. What I need from you is cover this. When I get my next check, I'm going to shoot your money back to you. Because I don't really, like Ryan said, if I could control it, you ain't got to pay for nothing, baby. It's done. I just want to know, if I fall down, do you have it? Yes. Do you have my back? You can't just be at the house doing nothing all day, watching the Kardashians and all of that stuff. I get it, you taking care of the babies and all of that stuff, but we working towards a common goal. So that's what most men are looking for. Hey, baby, I don't got it right now. You got this foe to float me till Friday? Because when Friday hit, it's back up.
Go ahead. We're going to close out on you on this one. Go to the next question. What you got? But I know that we won't, because you're going to say some ignorant ass stuff.
Which going to get us all going all over again.
Yeah, go ahead.
I hear from the realest part.
Hit it.
It's back to, we was just talking about the 80-20 thing, right? Like the man should assume paying 80% of whatever the finances is in the household. I don't believe that. I mean, I think if any woman wants a man to pay 80% of anything, you a bum. What benefits are you bringing? What seriously? And it's serious. I mean, what benefits are you bringing to that man to stand on?
I told you where this is about to go.
To believe anything that you
I
are
told
about
you.
And
Who got some
anything.
weed in here right now?
Listen, because
anybody got
at the
some
end of the
weed
day,
smokers?
It's all about this is real. This is real.
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing. All right. I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to close out on that one. All right. Go ahead, have a seat. You ready? Then we go to the next question. Now you're gonna make me think, because all I want to do is read the question. So then we go into the next question. If you think that way, and all of a sudden God allows something to happen to your body, your ass screwed. No. I'm talking about based upon the way you think.
Right.
The way you think things should be. So
where you'll have.
No.
Where you'll have.
Well, they're not. I'm just breaking it down. You don't know, and I don't know what your future challenges may be. The same woman that you hold. No. Let's keep it at 50-50. Let's keep it at 50-50. I'm with you. 50-50, right? 50-50, yes or no? God says and allows something to happen to your body, you can't perform the rest of the 50%. God allows that. God says, I'm going to allow it to happen to you, because we don't know. I don't know. You don't know. You don't know. But the woman you chose, y'all agreed on 50. Is she wrong to walk? Because she still can do up 50, but she can't carry the 30%? because God allows you to go through something in your body? Yes or no? Yes or no? It's not a thinking question. It's a one answer. If she leaves, you can't be mad at her because she's going by the way you think.
I got one more to ask, Sam. Or let's just say, because this can happen, and I'm going with me and her. She is able, God can bless her with the big bag. What if the bag comes to her?
Come on and talk.
And now she got it's up. Now what happened now?
I got.
And on that woof. At the same time that God gave her the bag, he allowed him to go to 30. Go to 30%. You can't
go 50.
You can't do 50. You can't do
all
it.
you can do is 30.
Oh, that's all you can do. Ain't no listen. What you gonna do?
Hold on, I got one.
I got one. Can I
interject? Can I interject?
What you
I'm
gonna
not
do?
gonna assume anything.
Hold on, can I?
But what I will say.
Hold on. Let me get one.
No, you get
Because
the whole panel.
we're not gonna make just an hour on this one. And I said this one got our people in the chokehold, right? I'm not trying to moderate, but I will say this. This is what I'm gonna say, and this will kill this argument, right? My father taught me one thing when I was young. I was married before. I got married the first time at 20 years old, like a dummy, right? Like a dummy.
What'd you say?
Like a dummy. So look, my father told me this. Hey, yo. So my father told me this, and this would eliminate a lot of this conversation. Never, he said, boy, you want to get married? Yeah. Never base your bills upon what your wife can provide. You know what he said? He said because women get pregnant and women get tired. And that is her prerogative to quit when she wants to. By living by that, yeah, together we could go get that big truck, that Yukon, that Denali, that $1,500. But by myself, do I want that pressure on myself? Now, I'm gonna take this Honda Accord. I'm gonna drive regularly. I'm not gonna try to keep up with the Joneses. I'm gonna base every bill that's in this house as if I had to pay it by myself. If we all looked at, so you a $250,000.
You said
all by myself. Now, whatever she could kick in when I need it is awesome. But I'm not going to buy that Maybach unless I'm a $250,000 a year nigga by myself. Or I'm not doing it. Women get tired. Women get pregnant. You got to be ready for them to be like, yo, my fiance came to me, and I'm going to wrap this up real quick. About 3-4 weeks ago, she said, I want to flip my whole business. I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to do that no more. I only want to work for these people. And I look at it, I'm like, yo, I get it. But that's going to take 6 months to a year to ramp up. This is all going to be on me. All right, baby. We're going to see how this go. Because I know these bills that are coming in, even though it might get tight, they are mine. So if you base your bills upon only what you could pay, a woman paying half ain't even a thing, bruh.
I think y'all missed it.
And then we're going to close out on whatever the hell he say.
Let's move on.
And y'all want to say something?
Yeah.
Because the next question he going to answer, that's going to be good too. But go ahead. Close it out.
Seriously. And this is why men you should only lend your ear to certain people. Like, you may not share the same opinion I have. I'm 57 years old. How old are you, Sam?
I just said you speak.
I'm just
this.
trying to make a point. I'm trying to make a point.
Say what you say.
We live in
Just
worlds,
say what
right?
you gotta say.
But
how old do you think I am?
I don't know.
How old do you think I am?
I don't know.
Make me feel good. How old do you think
younger?
I am?
I don't know. My age or younger?
No, I ain't that damn old. But keep going.
Okay. But all right.
Just a little wiser, but keep going.
For the 30% thing, I mean, whatever you was talking about, me having the 30, whatever. My wife gets the big bag. Okay, that's your bag. I'm not reaching in your bag to take anything out of it. When we got together, I was able to assume my own. So what you can't make up with me, I can surely make up for myself. I don't need the help. But at that point, if it should get to that point, then you have some choices to make for yourself. And if it's all about finance, you was in it for the wrong reason anyway. So if you would leave me because I only had 30 opposed to me having a 50, that's a choice. That's your choice. I can't take that away from you. Right?
That was
That's
the line
great.
you drew in the sand,
I just
bruh.
told you.
Right.
I just told you.
All right.
Let them
Okay.
say
You
that.
ain't let me give it to
'Cause
you.
they got other questions,
You have
topics
choices.
here.
That's your choice.
That's what he
But at the
decided.
end of
Let
the
him
day-
live with it.
at
Let
the
him
end
be
of the
that.
day,
What was the movie Tyler Perry?
You're gonna
And
come
he
with
was in a
50
damn
at
wheelchair.
this table, sitting with me.
And he thought because he came to Jesus,
You gonna
that his woman's
come-
gonna be with him.
Right. She can't update the
You're
house.
gonna come.
If she get the big
You're
money,
gonna bring your
she can't
50
update the house because you won't be able to pay your half.
with me. And
Right.
I'm not speaking for
right.
everyone.
Okay.
Right? I speak for myself.
I'm
For
with
you,
bruh.
With
and
me.
and I'm with you, and I
I'm
You're
with
pray
you,
that
gonna
never
bruh.
happen to
come
you.
with your 50.
I pray it never happen. All right.
And
I
I hope
got
you can come with your 50.
Yes, sir.
Because when you start
Listen.
talking about labor, women go through labor, having
We
kids,
do.
we all
We
understand
do.
that.
It's a
I'm not
serious
expecting
thing.
no woman to do
It's the
anything
closest
beyond
thing to
the
death
scope
that
of what
women
she can
come
do
to.
or perform to do. I'm not when these kids need clothing for their backs, who you think paying for them? I'm
We
paying
gonna do
for
it
'em.
too.
I'm assuming that responsibility.
Kenya, let
I'm
him
assuming
do his
all
thing.
and then some. All I ask you to do is come with half. If you can't come with half, that's your problem. You still was able to save half your money.
I said but let him finish. No. To the other question.
Let's go. Let's move.
But half is real. Let's just leave it at that. I won't go deep on it, but the half is real.
Keep it at the half.
All right. And because women, a lot of women are in that lead, so see it differently now because they asses money. So
Listen.
let's be real on that part. You put it back in the thing right there.
All right.
She said, next one. Do you ever really regain trust after your partner cheats?
Oh.
That's the next. All right, let me read it one more again. It says, the question is, do you ever really regain trust after your partner cheats?
Let me ask you something. If you break your ankle, do your ankle work the same after that? No. Your bones
don't?
never heal correctly after that?
Don't?
No. So once a person reveals and shows to you who they are through their character, through their actions, you can only take them for their character through their actions. You can't go through anything else of what they say from their mouth because they could talk a good game all day. And that's how you got me in the first place. But if you want to keep me, you got to show me that this is what you're about. And the one time you show me and give me doubt that this is not what you're about, then no, I'm going to always doubt and know and have insecurities that you can't come to the table and give what I need.
So I'm about to mess y'all up, and I respect what you said. The answer is based upon you and them. Now, I'm going to be spiritual. Can I be spiritual?
Yeah.
God forgives us. Well, let me say this before I go there. If you believe in him, you cheat on God every day. How many of y'all believe in God in here? Do you? You worship and you believe in God. So you cheat on God every day. Now, sanctified, I ain't talking about the sanctified church for you perfect people. I ain't talking about y'all. But you're human. So your tolerant level hasn't met, even though it's covered. Hear what I'm going at. Your tolerance hasn't got to that yet, but you're covered if you're spiritual. And people will make mistakes and cheat. They can cheat. If you go to the Proverbs and you go in the Bible, you would cheat if you ever thought about cheating. According to God, not me, according to the Bible. It ain't fair, but I didn't make the rule. So it's up to you. I mean, it's being real. I mean, you gotta see what happens is you gotta go spiritual. Because I can go back David. David had a whole bunch of wives, and God said, that's my dude. That's my nigga. That's what God said. That's my nigga. Is that what God said? I'm just being real. So it's up to your forgiveness level. You don't have to. So let me say that. If you have been hurt and he or she has betrayed you and you are not there yet, move your ass on. But don't stay there and torture that person and say, I forgave you. No, nigga, move on. He or she let your ass down. No, I'm going to say it like we was back in the day. See, y'all want to hear it like that, but that's the real deal. But if you, yes, can you make it on upon that? That's if you want to. But consider everything. Charge to that. K Nyce, hit him.
This is a tough one. Because I have been afforded grace. Like, I can say that. I have been afforded grace. I've been caught up. I've done dumb shit. And even in early on in my relationship, I've done shit. Dumb shit. Because I was lit. Because I'm a firm believer, a man's faithfulness is only as good as his options. Right? So, a dude that's, oh man, there's so many different ways to approach this. Man, because I'm trying to get the best way to say this. Man, one day you're going to get caught doing some bad shit, right? And you're going to feel bad enough about hurting the person that you hurt that you don't want to feel that no more. And that's when you're going to know you are grown. Now, speaking from a man's standpoint, because I'm always going from the man's standpoint, right? Could I have dealt with the things that I have done if my fiance had did the same things I've done? Absolutely not. So let's get to that, because I feel like that's the real question about it. Women forgive men, but men don't forgive women. And I feel like that's what somebody wants to ask. But hold on. So let's get to that. Y'all got to understand what goes on when a man decides to make you his woman. You are put on a pedestal. I have dealt with hoes upon hoes upon hoes. Being in the club and shit, right? And I bypass all these hoes to be with you, right? And I'm sure you've dealt with hoes upon hoes too. But you expect a man to be a hoe. We get a certain amount of grace for that. You do. You do. But I put you up here, and then you showed me you was just like all the rest of them. Our ego is that fracturable to where we can't deal with that. Because you have been put on this pedestal. I saw you as the mother of my children. So now I see you, pardon my French, doing some hoe shit. Well, you did it for somebody besides me.
Yeah, hit him, K Nyce, Gemini. So let's really break it down. Now, before you get up.
Oh boy.
So let me help all the women watching when they say, I can do what you do. And then you wonder why you say, well, I forget. No, you got to understand. Now, it ain't right, but it's real. The shit that he did with her, he thinks about the whole shit you're doing with him in order to get back at him. Even a woman that he probably did it with, she was getting back at that dude. You decided to go lower than him. No, I'm talking about this moment, though. I'm talking about this moment, though. I can do it, too. No. No, it don't work that way because it ain't right, but it's real. It ain't right, but it is right. And That was a low-ass moment. He shouldn't have done it. It was awful. It was disgusting. But it goes back to y'all talking about that emotional side. If he's giving her balloons on her birthday, sending her flowers, that's going to hurt you. Well, I think, I'm not a woman, it might hurt worse than him hitting her in the car after he left the club. I don't know that. I'm not a woman. I don't know. And now you became what he did to that hoe. You was another nigga hoe. And then you want to come back and say, well, you did it, I can do it. Have some class about it even when you do wrong.
Hold on, and this is the last thing I'm going to say about it.
I said it.
And then,
I said what I said. Have some class about when you do wrong.
I'm going to say this. What hurts us the most, and once again to Sam's point, it's not right, but it's the nature of a man, right? What hurts us the most, relax, Mo. What hurts us the most is we think about all the things, and I'm just telling you from a man's standpoint. No, not even that. We think about all the things that has to happen before you actually open up your legs to this other man. As a man, I'm a hunter. I'm taking what's, especially if I'm lit, I might be at the bar minding my business. Somebody's wife come up to me and say the wildest shit in the world. I'm supposed to turn this down? That's how men think. No, you are. You are absolutely right, mama. You are supposed to turn this down. But when you're young, you thinking that way. You're not thinking that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm supposed to turn this down. But then when it's to think about your woman was the one who walked up on the lit nigga, because there's other lit niggas out there. You know what I'm saying? It's other niggas doing it just as big as you are. Your woman walked up on him, and she was the one that said the wild shit. And then you running this through your head. This is just how men think. Man, he bought her drinks. He had to pull up on her. He got her to the car. She had to do this. He had to do that. Then he had to. No, this is how we think in our head. This is why it fucks us up so much when y'all cheat. Y'all not going through that. Y'all go. Well, I can't say that. What you saying in your head is he just a dog. What we saying in our head is she was my cinnamon apple. I loved her.
Give me that mic. Listen. Hold on. Listen.
We breaking it down too.
Let me tell y'all something.
We might overthink it.
First of all, women do get hurt. We have feelings. We hurt too. You destroy our self-esteem when you tell us basically that we are not good enough, that you are looking elsewhere because somewhere you feel as a woman that you were lacking because this man was turning their attention elsewhere. But on a more even note, yes, you can find a peaceful place in a relationship after you cheat because it's a maturity level. It is about knowing that you have two imperfect people coming into a situation to heal each other, to complement each other. And somewhere some signals got crossed. Those are the times when things are going well.
You don't say didn't you? You forgot it.
No. The times when things are going well, then there's no correction. But it's the times when you hit rock bottom, when you do all the things that you didn't even know were in you, that you have an opportunity to grow. You have an opportunity to change and see where those things you were missing in yourself, that behavior. But go ahead. What you got?
Hold on. Everybody put your seatbelt on. He going to say some ignorant shit right now.
You know
put your seatbelt on.
Put
it on.
Why is realness so hard to take?
What's
my.
Put your seatbelt. We got you, bro. Come
it's
on.
your real that's hard to take.
No, it's.
What?
If nobody had the opinion that I have, what would we have?
Come on.
I want to hear you. Go
what
ahead.
Would we have? But look, when y'all talk about cheating is a matter of equality. Understand that first. Right? Feeling that? It's a matter of equality. So it's women thinking that they're equal to men, men thinking that women aren't equal to them. Right? Only there do the frustration becomes a point of interest, right?
Wait,
am I right?
say that again.
Yeah, I gave it
Now,
to you.
if it's equality,
I think I gave it to
Let
you.
him finish, y'all.
I think I gave it to you.
I just have a question. I just have a question. I got a follow-up question.
You want me to give it up? Let me give it up.
Let's finish it.
Are women, it's still all a question, right? And this may vary from person to person, relationship to relationship. And it's all about how you carry what it is that you carry. But you and this man together, right? Do you feel equal to him?
Well, you paying half the rent.
But look, half the, I mean, that's nothing. Half the rent is nothing. I mean, that's nothing. Because at the end of the day, you're not paying half the rent. You're not paying half for anything. The man will always pay more, regardless, whatever. But that's not the point. But I'm saying,
Men will always pay more. I have to agree with that. Men will always pay more.
No, you
That
can't-
statement I will agree to.
The process. Look, right? See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Bill Pear, man. I'm telling you, grab hold of that. Look, okay, I'm bringing it, man. Y'all had a year up there, for real, straight up. Grab hold of this shit, for real. If you with that man, right? You feel equal to him? Do you feel equal? You feel that's your equal? Because you have to consider that first before you consider anything else.
That
50-50, she's equal. Then that means you ain't a man.
You said it. This was your philosophy.
No, if you said you ain't a man. No, that's no contradiction
You
with
half
that.
and half, man.
No, you're gonna pay 50-50. No, I'm saying you saying it off. You saying it
Oh,
jokingly.
wait. So I'm 50-50 on the bills.
Hold on.
But not 50-50 in
Hey,
the
bro,
relationship.
50-50 don't make you equal. Where's you going with that? 50-50 does not make you equal. It's balanced. It's balanced.
That don't add up.
It's balanced.
Hey, man, I
Is
say
50-50
this.
balanced?
I don't know what happens in
50-50
your.
Oh, okay. Well, how about this? You get 60.
50-50,
You get
man.
60. You get 60% of your love, and she get 40. Is that balance? Ain't no balance in that.
Can I say this?
We talking about
Go
balance,
ahead, K Nyce.
man. Balance.
Go ahead, K Nyce.
What I'll say to that question is, right?
Ain't gonna get it.
So
Wow.
by
Way over their head.
Wait. Let K Nyce speak. Go ahead and say what you gotta say.
by your own reasoning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything is 50-50 in
50-50.
in this relationship.
Mm-hmm.
By your own reasoning, you are assuming that she cannot live without your 50 because you said she's saving the other 50, right? No. If she,
But you said
if
she was
she should be
benefiting.
stacking. She benefiting.
She's
She should be
benefiting.
stacking
That's your
the other
interpretation
50,
of what I
right?
said.
The other 50.
This is what I say. In the times that
Child.
that I have been caught up.
In the beginning, it was written.
Ooh, child. Come on, K
was
Nyce.
spoken.
Come on. Say it. K
Let's go
Nyce.
to the
Say
next
it.
question.
Because I was about to get you.
And we're gonna move
All right,
on.
we-
Because
next-
I originally said if you staying on your own and she's staying on her own in the beginning, you are assuming 100%
All right. We only have 10
responsibility.
more minutes
Next
left.
question.
Only 10 more minutes left. Y'all having a good time so far? This is good shit, though.
Yes,
It's good meat,
sir.
right?
Yes, sir. Only as Sylks. Only as Sylks.
Father God, we ask that you come in the room. I swear on everything and help us on everything we
Amen.
talking about. But at least we talking, we being real. God know we being real. And that's the problem. Some of y'all be so spiritual that y'all don't even never hear from God.
You gotta listen.
He always keep it real. Let church say amen. Amen. All right, next.
What's the
How
next
do you
question?
feel when you have feelings for your secret lover? Yeah, it. How do you feel when you have feelings for your secret lover? Because it can happen.
Rest of the word, secret love.
Who got a secret lover in here?
They ain't gonna put their hand up. They ain't won't be a secret no more.
I'm gonna give you some advice and then we can move on from this real quick. Grow up. I feel like the secret lover is back there.
I like this one.
And they not listening though. They not listening.
All right, y'all ready for the next question? All right. Are work husbands and work wives okay? Are work husbands and work wives okay?
I don't know. Let's ask Sam Sylk and Kendra.
Her name is Kenya.
It's
Hell
Kenya.
motherfucking no. Said Kendra.
Kenya.
Kendra is
First
in
of all.
Chicago. Break it down for him.
It's not okay. It's not okay. You have to respect people's person. I mean, that's my brother right there. We work together
Great
all the
segue. I
time.
love how you did. That was great.
I have to look at his wife's face, his family's face, and you know that's something that should be your own personal pride. I'm not even trying to create any idea of impropriety. No.
Yeah.
The whole family.
But no. So no, you got to hit it like it is. I like to hit shit like it is.
Come on, Sam, hit it.
I'm real. And people don't want to never hear real stuff. You have to learn. He said that nigga. That's what he said. You have to learn how to put certain things in subjection. Sometimes you gotta tell the devil, nigga, sit down. I ain't gonna do all the hot. Sometimes real people say, Satan, sit down. And you respect what you have that God has given you. That's on you. Now, you have flesh. I'm so real, I'm keeping real. That man right there is her is her husband. I was like, wife, but it's her husband. Reno, what's up? I know his wife is beautiful. I can say that. Can I say that, Reno? His wife is beautiful. Any real men in here? Is Kenya beautiful?
Amen.
But listen. But if I say that's my sister, then it stops. And on the flesh side, and I'm just being real. But a lot of people don't do that. Now, what happens? Let's talk about the work thing. How it can get out of control is when you start talking to him or her more than you talk to the person you live with. And when you have to put in check, that's your husband, that's your wife. You have to be willing to do that. Like, why y'all so goddamn quiet?
Hold on, I got one.
Why y'all? What's wrong with y'all? And so let me say this. After you have messed up several times, because I always go back to every letter we or whatever y'all wrote down. After you have messed up certain times, at some point, when do your ass mature? Mm-hmm. When do you say, I ain't trying to go to that shit no more? Mm-hmm. Why? For a 10 minute, for some 10 minutes?
Yeah. One of the biggest things I learned, and we work in I worked with these people, these good people. Got rid of mine.
And we be on the line for them, don't we, K Nyce? We'll fight anybody against them. Am I right?
Oh man.
Anybody say something to them?
So we work very, very closely together. You might be in the studio, man, 12 a.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m. with somebody. And they don't have a job by mistake. When you say that, what I mean by that is they talk nice and they look nice. That's the only way you get them jobs. You know what I'm saying? So you're in a building full of good-looking people. With good-looking people with charisma. And like Sam said, the biblical term is dead in your body members, right? Because you look at these people. I had a very beautiful co-host, and players would always come to me and be like, yo, you ain't. No, because I'm going to use these words. You don't shit where you eat. So you get caught up with the bullshit, right? And now your SO, your significant other, is up at your job trying to confront the person that you got to work with every goddamn day. Is that worth a nut? That is not worth a nut. Because the one thing you learn about a nut is, it's a nut. It's the same effect whether you do it in your hand, whether you do it with a whore, or whether you do it with somebody you love. It's the same effect.
So let me add to it. I agree to what he's saying, but let me say this, though. There are times and when you might find somebody where you work at. You might. Now, this is off that question. You might. I don't like that. This is my... the hell you going home talking about I got a work wife or work husband? That's that's disrespectful. You do not bring that shit home. To say that is disrespectful. You don't got no goddamn work husband or work wife. You got a goddamn coworker. That's what you got. The hell you coming home saying?
And I don't care how long it's been going on.
I don't give a shit how long it is.
This is still your coworker.
It ain't cute.
No.
I don't go for all that shit. Now, there are some people who work together. They met each other in their profession because they were equally yoked. And I am not talking about just the job. They were equally yoked. So don't think, so this whole thing about you can't, so I hear what you're saying, but it goes back to what you said, the word was shit. You can't hit where you work at. It takes a mature person. If that person winds up being in where you work at, many people have successful relationships, successful families off of that because they met on common ground. Many people divorced because they couldn't handle that. Now, I don't know Brady's situation. I don't know that. They speculate that it's because his ass kept playing football. That's what they say. I don't know that. I'm not there. But some people are equal. You're right. Some people are, because she knew what he was on.
That's a fact.
She knew the passion.
That's a fact.
But
You mad because he go make another $15 million?
No, not more than that. He making more than
75. 75. It don't. That don't add up. Not at all.
So, but but it's all about maturity. A lot of people not maturity. We only gonna do one more question, and then I want him to put on some music so we can get it in.
Hey.
So we can hang out.
What's the next one you gonna pick?
I don't know.
I wanna know.
Yeah, you pick it, man. I got all these. This so many.
Go through one you didn't see. Oh yes.
Oh, this is a good one. How long should you go without sex with your partner?
Oh.
How long should you go without having sex?
Kenya, you want to answer this?
How long should you go?
I think it should be a regular thing. I think that sexual connection is very important with your partner. A lot of people don't think that it is, but no, a lot of people don't feel that it's important to sexually connect with your person. You feel like after that first passionate part of your relationship where you can't wait to, claw at each other, you might have to work at it differently. It might not come as naturally as it did in the beginning, but I think it's very, very important to keep that up. If you can, maybe a couple times a week.
So how long? Any couples in here tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how long has it been?
Who's answering this question?
So I ain't gonna call your name.
Who's answering?
Because I know you. But anyway, how long is too long? Anybody want to say something?
Okay, so to back up what she was saying, I think that it's a very healthy, important part of the relationship. And I also feel like there shouldn't be a time stamp necessarily. But I also feel like if a significant amount of time goes by, you need to address that because it's essential to the health of the relationship. It's essential to your body.
Say that word that a lot of people don't hear that when you talk about relationship. You said one word. That,
essential.
No.
Which one?
Health.
Health. Oh, yeah. It's essential to your health. Like, God built us a certain type of way. Why do you think we work and function the way that we do? It's certain things within the female body that makes you connected to a man that makes it essential within your health, your functioning of your mind. Like, it's necessary, but everybody is different. Every couple is different. So you say 2 weeks, you say 3 days. Somebody else, you didn't. But I'm saying, hypothetically, once a day, K Nyce, once a day, okay. But couple days, you know, everybody's different. So it's about how you keep up with your partner.
I would say this. You would actually be shocked on my take. Because I did not say 3 days. I did not say 1 day. I did not.
I was being hypothetical.
I know.
Was hypothetically speaking.
I don't want to say too much. What I will say is we put too much emphasis on it.
Wait, how? How do we put too much emphasis?
I want to make sure I say this right.
Okay.
To put your sexual desires on another person, right? This is what you require to be happy. As a demand is, what's the word I want to use? A little bit exploitative. How can you look at a person and say, I need your body 3 times a week because that's what I require? How? Man, please.
No.
Let me help him out, though.
Hold on.
I ain't gonna front.
Yes.
So no, it's that's real shit. Did y'all miss that? You said the word health.
It is.
But that's what he or she, it ain't just a man thing. Y'all heard it from a man thing. Some women want it like that.
Yes.
Some women want to describe what you describe. Some women on that. Like, I ain't trying to get my coochie beat up like 4 times. Some of them feel that way.
You ever been treated like a piece of meat? You ain't ever been treated like a piece of meat. Somebody you low key, you fuck with them, right?
Yeah.
But every time you talk to them, they talking about dick or pussy. Every time. And it's like, yo, do you see me as anything other than that? I feel like in a relationship, and every relationship is different, some burn hotter than others. You know what I'm saying? Some, you come in, that sexual, this is my, so I'm gonna reframe the question. What is a healthy relationship in K Nyce's opinion? A healthy relationship is a relationship where you're okay being bored together. You okay sitting across the room, seeing them maybe they on their MacBook, maybe they scrolling through their phone, and you ain't up in their shit like, what you doing? Who you talking to? What you smiling about? That's a healthy relationship. A healthy relationship is not one where it's like, yo, a week then went by and we ain't had sex. Why you ain't fucking me? You must be getting somewhere else. This is a problem. Well, the problem with that is, have you looked at that man's status at the moment? I know personally for me, if my money ain't right, my dick ain't hard. It ain't happening.
No. Okay.
I'm going to go one further for you. I done had enough of the P word in my life where nothing can surprise me about it at all. I did it all. So if life ain't good, that's the furthest thing from my mind. But what the last thing I need is a woman over my shoulder telling me I don't love her because I ain't dogging her down every night. I'm trying to get this money, baby. I'm trying to make sure our bills get paid and we all right. So I'll go back to my original thought. Every relationship is different, but to place your sexual needs upon the next person is a little bit unfair. I need this 3 times a week. Well, maybe they only need it 1 time a week.
Who else you gonna ask though?
So for me,
Your hand.
so
Your hand. Literally your hand, bruh.
Why-
It's
you
the
in a
same
relationship.
end result.
You in a
the
relationship?
the thing with me is I feel like we're talking we're leaving one important thing out, and is that we have a lot of other things we do in life. For me, we have 4 kids. You have to find time within your busy day to be able to, it ain't like you can just jump and get in the mood.
Bruh.
When I just worked all day, she done been with kids all day, then she just done put my 7-month-old to sleep, then she had to put Xavier to sleep, and she's tired. Now, the difference is, in a perfect world, if I don't have any of those things and it's just me and her, we can go around the house anytime you want to, and we ain't fucking, now it's a problem. Because we ain't got nothing else to do, and you still don't want to do nothing. But it's a little different, and we didn't put that in there. What does your daily life look like all day? You get what I'm saying? Now you go on vacation with your wife, and you got 4 days and 5 days at the hotel, and you still don't do nothing, and it's just y'all two.
You ain't doing
You
nothing.
need to fuck. You can fuck 20 times then, right? It can roll over for us. So it's about, we still didn't talk about that. We didn't talk about what are you doing within the day.
So, and I know I always got jokes. This might sound good. Hey, Wolf, the bishop voice is coming to you, the scepter anointing. All right, next.
Okay, now Tiffany on Facebook said.
It was jokes. Y'all got to catch it when I speak.
Hold on.
But
All
go
right.
ahead.
Now-
We got to get out of here on this one. Come on.
All right. Now, Tiffany on Facebook said, if you're in a married relationship, it is your duty to keep your partner happy, man or woman, unless you have some kind of illness. This is where problems start. Yeah.
Fuck no, it's not wrong, bruh.
What else you gonna do?
No, man, first of all, so back to Ryan's shit. How many times? You want specific numbers, nigga?
How many times?
Bruh. I say back.
I think for all the young men,
Okay.
for all the young men, for all the men in the house,
Hold on.
you need to understand that you need to release.
You do.
What's in your prostate.
Yes.
Prostate is at an all-time high. Prostate issues. So you can talk about this. I mean, for women it may be recreational, but for you it's a matter of good health consciousness.
It is.
You have to release yourself, whether you do it by way of getting with your mate or you do it on your own. But it must be done. You can sit up there with all that backup
All
in
that
you if
energy.
you want to,
Listen.
and you're going to find out down the line where it's going to take you. You're going to be in the hospital. They're going to tell you you fucked up, and that's going to be that. That's that.
Baby, safe sex is the best sex. Do it at home. If you got to jack off or whatever you got to do, don't go out and do it. Just do it at home. If you got to jack off, just do it at home, baby. It's too many diseases out here, okay?
I heard that's it. But I feel that it's deeper than just the physical part of it.
It's the emotional part of it.
It is an emotional part of it. I want him to come to me. If you want some if you're frustrated, you have some anxiety in your
I'm
body.
about to mess y'all up.
Let me release it. Let me help you out.
All right, Shaker Heights, Solar.
Especially with social media.
Sometimes Then I'm gonna mess y'all up. We gonna close out.
All right, what you got to say?
Is it okay to masturbate about thinking about people that like you don't like?
Hell no.
No. I'm not gonna think about you. You didn't want to give me no ass. I can think about somebody else.
Hell no.
You can't
Listen, is it wrong to listen? This is my last question
Uh-huh.
for tonight.
Uh-huh.
Then we gonna kick it.
Come on, Sam.
Is it wrong to masturbate and think about someone else other than the person that you're in a relationship with?
Let me answer that.
Oh!
I want to answer
Oh!
Come on, girl.
No, it ain't stupid. Some of them think it's wrong.
Because if you are thinking...
That's the question. We'll do it like this. Is it wrong? You a 50-50. Your ass want a 50 woman. Think about another dude. Is it okay?
For sure.
All right. Is it okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Is it okay? You don't think it's okay. What about y'all over here? Is it okay?
Right, how do you know what
they
they
get
thinking
everybody
about?
all stirred up. That's the thing.
Like I'm gonna tell you.
Why
I'm
is
thinking
it? They
about
they not physically doing it. They mentally doing it. They don't know.
They ain't gonna tell the truth.
Because all y'all
They ain't
here
gonna tell the
lying.
truth,
All of
Sam.
y'all here
They ain't gonna tell the truth.
having sex other than the person that your ass is in a relationship with. You just had to fight. Yes, you did. You just had to fight it.
Yes, you did.
Your relationship is not that goddamn perfect. Where you was the whole time you was with that person, you ain't never thought about.
Think about
So you
Man,
masturbate.
what?
He
What?
masturbate thinking about himself.
What?
It's like playing cards. It's
He's
like
like,
playing
I'm
cards.
sexy.
You have
I
2 or
feel
3 in your
sexy,
head.
baby.
I don't
And
know
you
that
get somebody
one.
else out the deck.
I don't know that one. I will. Can I say something
I
about
like
that
to
one?
make I had Reno had to make them go. It ain't good enough yet. You gotta keep going.
I feel like, and let me say this, my fiance is right back there, right? I feel like I would be incredibly naive to think that anytime she masturbates, she's thinking about my dick. No, you ain't hear the question. You ain't hear the whole
She
thing.
didn't hear it. She didn't hear it.
You was just being problematic. But
That's right.
I would be incredibly naive to think she's only thinking about me every time. But I'll say this. I grew up in that type of household. My mom could say Denzel Washington or Blair, what the fuck? Underwood was handsome as shit, and my father wouldn't feel no type of way about it. Because my father knew he was also a handsome guy. I don't feel no type of way when my wife see, what's the dude that's about to play in Creed? He cut the fuck up and I ain't cut the
Michael
fuck
B.
up.
Jordan. Yes.
No, not him, the other
We didn't ask
one.
for that sedation. We
The
didn't ask
other
for
one.
that.
The English nigga that played Martin Luther
ain't
King
nobody
and the
think
other
about
shit.
him.
He the one that's cut up.
Oh.
No,
it's the other
dog.
guy.
Whoever that nigga is.
Whoever
Whoever
he
he is.
I would be, you being incredibly naive to think man, you know how many beautiful people it is in the world? You are not the only beautiful person in the world. Just like we
Yes.
are not the only intelligent life forms on the planet. You would be incredibly naive and arrogant to think that your significant other doesn't see other people and think they are attractive. Now, here's where the difference lies in it, at least for me, as a 40-year-old man. I can look at every woman, man. It could be a woman pull up to me at the bar on some straight fuck shit. Like, yo, what's up? Trying to go out to the car right now. Hey, that's only that. That's it. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I got this whole other thing at home.
Thank you. I don't feel bad. I'm like, shit, I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. We on TV.
No, but yeah, no,
don't
shorty
care.
don't give a. And here's the thing
don't
I
care.
would say to all my brothers.
Especially after
And listen to this, if you're a single man, she will fuck your shit up, but she will not let you fuck her shit up. Let her get with a man.
Say it again. Say it again.
Let her get with a man that she feels like is worthy, and you were the dick on the side, she's not going to answer your phone call. So don't you jeopardize your happy home just because somebody is attracted to you in the moment. You know you ain't got to take every piece of pussy that's thrown at you. That's some wild shit to think about. But you literally don't. Because that's all it is. the type of woman that pulls up on me unabashedly, I say to myself, yo, she gotta be crazy. Cause I'm crazy. She gotta be crazy.
We Gemini.
Cause for her to come talk to me like this, she gotta be nuts. I'm gonna put this in the cider, and she gonna act crazier. I'm cool on that.
The cider.
You ain't gotta take everything that come to you. Like, pass that shit up, bruh. Everybody attractive to somebody. You ain't gotta feel insecure about your mate being attractive to somebody else. Take that as a compliment, but no, be confident in knowing how your mate moves. If you're not confident in knowing how your mate moves, that is not your mate.
Hey, but hold on. If you walk in the room, if you bust in the room, you know, I gotta be ignorant. If you bust in the room, she wasn't expecting you to come home. She masturbating, and she like, Jesse, oh Jesse, you nigga, you Jesse. Are you gonna high five her like, that was your nigga, huh? Or how would you handle that?
If I'm walking in the house and my girl getting one off, nah, I'm gonna let her finish.
But she says a dude name though. How do you handle that?
Your scenarios be wild as shit. Who the fuck is doing this? Okay, so let me answer that. I come in the house and my girl.
I'm only going about what he said though.
No, because this nigga asked for it. He asked for it. I come in the house and my girl masturbating and saying another nigga name.
What? What happened? What happened?
This bitch dead.
Oh no. So they can't watch porn. They can't watch porn movies then, because when you watching porn, you thinking about somebody else.
Okay.
I didn't know. She's conscious and she's digging one out.
I'm sorry.
She's saying, "Oh, Jesse."
Everything you.
Oh no. Can I get one on that? Nah, this bitch dead.
So everything you said is out the goddamn
No, but listen, I'm going to say why you right, though. Because at the end of the day, if you're masturbating, you thinking about somebody else, and if it's somebody that's within reach, or your work wife or husband,
okay, hold on.
Guess what? That just opened up a door for that shit to happen.
I swear.
That just opened the whole door.
No.
They trying to make it real.
I'm going to mess all y'all up. Okay. Everybody going to try to play perfect in here.
Come on, Sam.
I said we was about to leave.
Come on, Sam.
But however.
What you got to say?
I want to look. Let me sit up like this now. Let me sit up right this.
What you got
right
to
now.
say?
What happened?
Have you ever had a dream and somebody was in your dream? You was like, what the fuck are you doing in my dream?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah. No, everybody had. That's a subconscious thing.
Yeah, you had some that was sexual too. And you was like, oh, this feel one way. Some be like, what the hell you doing in my dream?
What you doing here?
Am I lying?
How you get here?
Yeah, I'm being spiritual. I ain't being godly. I'm being spiritual.
Okay.
So don't get it mixed up.
Spiritual.
Listen, because young men have wet dreams.
That's a fact.
We have wet dreams when we are young men. And we ever had dreams and had sex with women, we didn't even know who she is. We didn't know who she was. Am I right? I'm going to stand up here right now.
Yes.
You're like, who the hell was this? That shit felt good as hell. Who was this bitch? Who is she?
That's a fact.
Don't nobody want to talk real. Y'all want to hide, want to act like, and women, I don't know, I'm not a woman. Have you ever came, peed on yourself, squirted?
In your sleep?
In your sleep?
And you didn't know?
We don't have that much fun in our sleep. I don't
See,
think so.
that's
Wait,
I'm sorry. Man, God, let them have it.
Moist. Now you can wake up.
You just wake up moist.
No, you can wake.
Just don't wake up fishy.
That's a thing.
Oh,
But
never.
Hygiene.
That's a
Health.
never.
Health.
That's a never.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Sam.
That's a never.
Health.
And you're going to take care of yourself.
Back to health.
Yes.
Okay.
Good
See,
health.
this is too real what I just mentioned when I said that shit about young men. We have dreams about women. We don't know who she is.
It's fluid. It's clear.
Who is she? You be like, where I'm going to meet her at? That was too much. We done. Yeah, we good.
It's
yeah.
actually been a past hour.
We passed an hour.
Yeah.
Did y'all have a good time
It was
tonight?
good.
Can we play some music and just hang out and fellowship? Thank y'all for watching. Be here next Tuesday, 7 o'clock. We got you. One time. Let's go. Y'all give it up for everybody. Oh, hold on. Give y'all handles out.
yeah.
Give y'all handles out. Give the handles out.
Okay. Well, you can find me. My name is Alicia Sparks Gillette at Alicia_Sparks_Gillette on IG, Facebook. Hell yeah.
They get heavy bougie.
Follow me right now. I'm gonna follow you right back. All of y'all. The whole card table. I got y'all.
You probably can't. You probably can't find me. They say I'm anti-Semitic.
You know what?
Say nothing about no Jews tonight.
I will not. At DJ K Nyce, I keep it a thou wow. I look at everything from every perspective. I'm a Gemini, just like my brother Sam. We one day apart. You fourth? Six. I'm fifth.
All right. Yeah, we said one day.
Yeah, we one day apart, for real. So, at DJ K Nyce.
Listen, let me tell y'all ladies, if y'all have not seen her or followed her page, she is a makeup artist extraordinaire. You have to check her out. She does celebrities, she does everyone, and she's phenomenal. So I just
and
have
I've been a boss for the last 20 years, baby.
Listen.
I can pay and fit my own bill always.
Yes, so I got to pump my girl up. Yes.
And I want to give a shout out again. Anthony celebrating his birthday.
Happy birthday.
You know what I'm saying? I got Demetrius in here, my team, my fam in here, Sharonda in here. They've been rocking with me for 7 years. So I got to show my love to my team over here, man.
Absolutely.
Hold us down one time. All right, can we play some music? And then we good. We just going to chill out. Pull on up. Who?
Oh.
There you go.
I'm Kenya Brown. Make sure you follow me on social media. I'm Kenya Brown Live. And on Facebook, I'm Kenya Brown, the one with that Cavs championship hat on.
Man, it's my pleasure to introduce to you. He's a friend of mine. Yes, I am. And he goes by the name